Lori here. I'm back to do my December TBR. I had a bit of a rough reading month in November, and every November for the past 3 years, I've had a struggle reading month. And I think most of the reason why that is because I always anticipate try to read a lot of high fantasy in November, and it just never ever happens. And I think I put myself into a reading slump, so I have a new plan that I'm going to talk about in my book miss videos about trying to read more adult fantasy in a way that doesn't give me burnout and doesn't put me into a reading slump. So I am here to do my December TBR. December is going to be a bit of a crazy month, as it always is for everyone. For me, it's just even more crazy because I'm going to Disney and Universal for a week. I'm also filming book miss videos and just the normal holiday insanity. But I am planning to read a lot as well. At least that's the hope. I normally do a TBR game, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently just to focus on some of the reading prompts in my bullet journal planner that I always have. So let's get into it. Section on my TBR is going to be holiday reads, and I have quite a few that I bought, and I also am planning on bringing these with me to Disney. I'm probably going to bring a bunch of these anyway, but this TBR is going to focus on when I'm not in Disney. So let's see how many Christmassy reads I'm going to try to read. Ooh, okay, 4. I'm going to try to read 4 of them before I go to Disney, and now I just have to go pick up an array because I do have a couple that I'm probably going to take to Disney with me. But the one that I'm really excited about is I'm Dreaming of a Wyatt Christmas by Tiffany Schmidt. And there is no place like home for the holidays, but this winter break, a frosty getaway is just what Noelle needs. Noelle is known for 3 things. She's a babysitter and a top-notch babysitter and the person with the most holiday spirit. But when she's snubbed by everyone, her holidays dream plans sort of go down the drain. And she gets invited by her favorite babysitting clients to go on a winter retreat with them. And babysitting holiday hijinks occur. I'm really excited for this one. Tiffany Schmidt also wrote the Bookish Boyfriend series, which I've not read yet, but I am a kicker for small getaways or books that have to do with kids. It seems like it's the half brother is involved, and that may be who she falls for. I'm really excited for this one, and again, she's a ballet dancer, so I'm really excited for this one and hope that I get around to reading it. I definitely will at some point, just hopefully before I go to Disney. Another one that's the next 3 are all YA. One is Blame It on the Mistletoe by Bette Gardo, and this is when Elle and Holly switch places for Halloween, will they get all they want for Christmas? So Elle is a social media star, but she wants to shake up her content and gain followers, so she winds up switching places with a British subscriber, Holly, who loves everything about Christmas. But when they switch places, things don't go according to plan. And this cover just looks so adorable, and I think that they both might have a potential romance entanglement, and I'm really excited for that one. For Elle and Holly, trading places might just prove to be the perfect present. I love this cover as well, so I'm really excited for this one as well. Another one that I just picked up was The Holiday Switch by Marcelo. And this is set in New York, which I'm really excited for. These are really, really short books too. But she is all excited for Christmas, but her perfect holiday plans are crashed when her boss, frustrating cute nephew, becomes her coworker. And there is maybe a love-to-hate romance on the horizon for her. And I'm really excited for this one as well. It's very, very short, and I am very excited. So these are all the 3 YA ones that I hope to read, and I hope to read them relatively quickly. I'm probably going to do a reading vlog for my channel as well during Bookmas, so you guys will see that probably on Christmas Day. And then the other one that I did pick up from the library was the author of A Gift from Tiffany's, comes a New York Christmas story, love story to warm your heart. And this one has to do with a bookstore. And I love Christmas stories about bookstores or baking, and this is the one that captured me. So those will be the 4 Christmas books I hope to tackle before I go to Disney. And I definitely have a couple more that I'll just stick in my bag when I go to Disney. But yeah, I'm really excited for this and hope that I enjoy those. Is books that I have been struggling to read or finish. I have a couple of books I'm in the middle of that I've just been dragging my feet So it just depends on how many I roll, but it's out of 6. I think I can think of like 4 or 5. So we will see what gets chosen. I'm just rolling it down here because it rolls a little bit better. 4. Oh, all right. This will be a little bit challenging, but I can go find 4. So I will be back with my 4 struggle of it and just have not finished reading. So let's see. I'm rolling it down here because, again, it's a little bit easier to roll. 4 books. With. I have literally had Demon King on my TBR for decades, like about 10 years. I got this when Borders was still open. So this is, and I literally read about 20 pages, and then my sinus infection hit, and then I just never finished. So this I'm going to put on there. I'm also going to put The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. I read about 80 pages of this one. This one was supposed to be a November read, and I never picked it up. Also, Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Barron. I really did like The Poison Heart by her, and this is a Cinderella retelling. It also has an African-American woman on the cover, which I need for one of my reading props for the Avenger Reading Challenge. And last but not least, At the Archive by Victoria Schwab, who I think everyone has read this book, or at least has heard about it, and I have just neglected it. So these are going to be the 4 books that I add to my TBR for December. Let's see how many get read. TBR list that I'm going to make for 2022, but again, I have neglected them a little bit harshly the last 2 seasons, so I really need to sort of tackle a few of them. So I'm going to roll a dice and see how many books I have left, and then I'll choose a couple from there. So let's see. 6? Oh, I don't know if I can read 6. But I will try. I will put 6 on my TBR, and I just doubt they're all gonna get read. But yeah, 6 books. Well, Cinderella is Dead is already one of those, so that's one of the books that is already on there, so that counts. Now let me go choose the other 5 in here and say that I didn't talk about any of the audiobooks I hope to listen to this month. I am a big audiobook listener, and I have just, this month, the month of November was abysmal for audiobook. I really failed listening to audiobooks, dramatically. So what I think I'm going to do is I am just going to pick what I want to listen to and see how that goes. So I am going to definitely be listening to some stuff. I might just, read some more Christmassy reads. I really don't know what the listening game is going to be, but it's going to be something. So you guys will hear about that, but I just don't have any listening plans right now. So that's why they're not on here, because I really wasn't listening to anything in the month of November, and anything I picked up just I really immediately turned me off. So I'm just going to try to find something that I'm motivated to listen to, and that will pop up. I'm also traveling a lot this month, so definitely audiobooks will be on the agenda. I just don't know what I'm going to read. So know that they will be coming. I just don't know what I have no plans right now. So, yeah. Thanks for listening, and see you guys in the next clip. Cinderella is Dead, but I have brought another one over just in case I am motivated. So, the one book that was on that list was Broken Web by Lori Emily. This is also a sequel. I have been really, really bad at reading sequels this year. I've gotten a lot better, but still not the greatest. So, this is the sequel to Forest of Souls. I honestly know it has to do with a forest. There was necromancy involved. There's a relationship with her best friend. I really did like the first one. I thought it was really eerie and creepy, and I'm really excited to dive back into this one. Another sequel that is also on this is Blood and Honey by Shelby Mahoren. This book has been out for a while. The trilogy is published. I just never got around to reading it. I really did like Serpent and Dove. I thought it was a very interesting novel. It was before I really started reading Regency romances, but I'm really excited for this one. Again, these books are all massive, but that's okay. So this one I hope I can tackle as well. Another sequel, this is a lot of sequel stuff, is The Queen Will Betray You by Sarah Henning. This, I recently reread A Princess Will Save You. I think I might have started this one and then never finished it through audio, but I do have a physical copy, and I really hope to get around to it. And then another one is Vesper Team by Margaret Rodgers. This has to do with nuns, and I think it has to do with a convent is attacked by possessed soldiers, and, as she unravels the sinister mystery of saints' secrets and dark magic, Artemisia discovers that facing the hidden evil might require her to betray everything she believes in if the revenant doesn't betray her first. That sounds really good. She wrote Enchantment of Regions and Sorcery of Thorns. I really did like Sorcery of Thorns, so this one is hopefully will be a hit for me. Sounds really, really eerie and creepy as well. And then the last book I'm just going to toss on here, I do physically have an audiobook for, but that is A Tale of Witchcraft by Chris Culver. The trilogy is done, so I just have to start catching up, and I did pick up the audiobook because he reads it, and I really, really like when he reads books. But yeah, so these are the 6 books that I hope to tackle for the rest of the month. And then just to throw one on here, because I know I normally start 2022 with a new 2022 release, so I'm gonna put In Every Generation on here. This is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer novel. It follows Frankie's daughter. Frankie is the daughter of Willow, and I have been craving a Buffy spinoff that focuses on the characters, and this one might be it. So yeah, I don't know what this reading month's going to bring. As I said in an earlier clip, I had a little bit of a struggle reading month in the month of November, and I hope it's definitely a lot better. But I'll talk to you guys soon for Bookmas, which I start a little bit later, but also for my vlogs. Let me know in the comments what are some books that you have on your December TBR, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, friends.